Hey guys, how's it going? It's Kire here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Do another pack offer review. Wasn't even gonna do one today because like there's only 4 of them on here, and this one is just one I seem to have to talk about every single video. But I just had to do one because of this pack here. I absolutely can't stand this pack. This pack is such a representation of exactly what's wrong with the game. I know this is really not a hot take. I know this is totally something that a lot of people can agree with, which is books are a problem. But seeing this, so I've been playing this game for a year, and since day one, legendary books have been an issue, and it's also something that they said they would address. Yet nothing has addressed it so far. And then so when I see this, it's just multiple levels of manipulation that happen to arrive to this guy here. And I just had to say something about it because it's just so annoying that I keep seeing this damn pack. So first of all, it's, legendary books, epic books, 2 of the rarest things in the game. It's taking the thing that you would think legendary event, you pulled one, you pulled a legendary, really cool. Then not only do they take that really cool moment for you, then they screw you by not having any reliable way of getting them in game. You can only get them if you whale out during events, or if you do one of these and just whale out directly, or you spend a crazy amount over here in the bank, and then it's just stupid. So you're taking the thing that's supposed to be the funnest part of the game and like pulling a cool legendary, getting to try them out, but it's like, no, hold on, you did it, you finally did it, but you get the full experience. Why don't you just get a low price of $99.99, and then I think people are well aware of the techniques they use, the frustration marketing, the false scarcity. It's just so especially when you see other games that are just doing this so much better, and it's just so much better to the player base. It's just, I feel like, I know me saying this is not going to do anything, but I feel like I just had to say, I at least had to say something. I can't just sit here and just take it. I mean, like the only thing that this is missing, see, like you can't see it, but there should be like a thing of lube right there, and then at least like a gift card, maybe like a 2-for-1 special at Applebee's or something. Like come on. I mean, like just give us something in there besides just there's just only these books. There should be something a little extra. People are going to take it. You mean like I don't know. There really needs to, I think this topic's been beaten to death when it comes to like, of course we need to have, legendary books added or ways to get them, like consistent ways. Like I've always liked the pages, like the tower where you get pages and then it becomes a book. Like I always liked that idea. I think that's a really cool idea that I wish they would do. Like it's like a tower, maybe it opens once a week, maybe it's open constantly, but it's really hard. And then as you beat like levels, then you get pages and then you combine them into one book, stuff like that. So you at least know that when you pull legendary, that there's end in sight, because it's so depressing. Like if I go through my account and show all the characters, like imagine doing any fusion, just notice how, look at any fusion character. They always take 1 billion bucks. Like they always take like on the massive high end of bucks. And so it's like, not only did you have to grind all this way, but then you're never going to have the full character. Like there's so many characters in this game that as a content creator, I evaluate. I think they're good because I always can see them at least as eventually as a fully booked character. But a lot of people don't even bother and then just evaluate characters purely off of their non-booked versions. So like, it's just weird that tier lists and people's opinions of characters are based specific, not how good the character is, but how good the character is without books. It's just such a massive problem. So I can't stand it. I absolutely can't stand it. And seeing this be, just glossed over. Like I want to keep bringing attention to this because I think this is something that needs to be talked about. Until they finally, I bet if we pulled up profits, I bet if we pull up, how much they make when they do these, I bet it's high. But like it's just such a short-sighted way of thinking as a business, especially with just constantly dumpstering the player base when they can do it in such a way to where, yes, it's going to be expensive, but yes, the player base is happier. And, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I know anything about marketing. All I know is how this makes me feel as a customer, especially when I see other games. It just makes me feel like shit. So that's why I absolutely can't stand this pack. I hate seeing how common it is for people that actually buy this pack. It just feels like the villain getting away with it. I think maybe this one triggers me more. Yes, there's other packs that are equally as expensive. There's other ones that are equally as disgusting. But the reason why this one probably triggers me the most is because it's so closely tied to something that they could fix. Like they're choosing to be manipulative. They're choosing to make it a bad experience to hopefully force your hand in buying something. And that's what makes me like so mad about it. And it's actively ruining a good experience, or what should be a good experience of pulling a legendary or pulling, that should be a cool thing. And it's cool for a bit until you actually get to the point where you're using the character and you're like, oh man, you'd be so much better if I, had more damage, or if I had less cooldown, or if I, and then you have to go through like this massively rare thing and it's plus 5 damage or 5% damage. Just awful. So awful. So I needed to say something. I need to say, even though I know that this is not, new ground, I know this is probably going to fall on deaf ears, I at least needed to say something, because I can't just sit here and just, I have a voice for this, and then just sit here and just take it and act like this is okay. And then and lastly, if you pull this, like, for example, I wanted to see this because I looked at this and it's just so disgusting, but I wanted to pull it up in Chosen's calculator because people legitimately use that calculator. And if you pull this up, it's actually good value. The fact that right there, if people wanted arguments, be like, oh, this is actually good value. It's like, no, that's the problem right now. That fact that that's a good value. It's not a great value. It's not like, it's kind of in that mid range of this calculator, but the fact that it's even close to that, a massive problem. It's so stupid. So that's pretty much what I had to say about that one. I might as well just finish it out. Let's go through the pack offers from there. But this is the main reason why I made the video. I like doing these daily, these offer reviews, like throwing this in there with a video a day. I've been enjoying that. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying that too. You kind of get my thoughts on a thought process on something consistently, like day to day. I'm probably not going to probably wouldn't have done it today if it wasn't for this pack, but I think this kind of consistent thought process on something that's reoccurring is kind of cool. Okay. So I was too busy going in on this pack to even like think about this pack, but this pack is literally probably the biggest joke. I want to say this is the biggest joke pack in all of Raid Shadow Legends. This pack is complete trash. I like, these are worthless. This, and then for this much right here. So if you put 0 value here, imagine spending $50 for that. That's just ridiculous. It's probably like a 2 to 1, like $20 for 50. Like this. I hope people just don't get this, but this one makes me almost equally as mad as this one, where I hope people don't get scammed into this, where it's like, oh, okay, I'll just get the cheaper version, where you just massively rip yourself off. This thing is complete garbage. It's like, I can almost, when you get super stuck into the raid, economy system, I understand kinda why people want to do this. Your whale, this is probably going to be, unfortunately, one of your, I guess, if you're whale, this is unfortunately one of the fastest and best ways to get books. But my point of my argument is that the fact that that's what it's come to. But this, no one should ever buy this, period, in my opinion. This is so bad. All right, so now we got the special progress pack here. I think for what it is, especially since they're only selling this during the arena events, it's just, me personally, I don't value too much about the arena tokens. Even with the event, if you look at the tournament structure, it's really not that much, rewards, unless you're really going to compete for Relentless gear, which got nerfed and it's essentially worthless now. So thing you're getting out of here is you're getting good gems and you're getting good energy for this cost here. If you want to boost, I could totally understand buying this pack. I think there's some definitely better energy packs out there. Sometimes, if you just want to run a lot of games of arena, this would be a good way to do it. I would try to combine this. I would say this is a push to, if not pretty good. The main thing I like about this pack is that it's actually a decent amount of gems for the cost. Usually getting this much gems, you have to invest a little bit more money, and they try to package it with other stuff. So getting it in a $15 entry level price is pretty rare. So I do like that. It's just, for me personally, I just don't value like rushing arena. Like, it's such a grind. What's the point of like paying for stuff? And then I would understand if it was like an event, like an arena event that takes a character, or at the end of it, it's like an epic skill tome. Like, then maybe. But I believe if you do it free to play and you really are diligent, you win a really high percent of your matches, you can probably do those free to play. They seem pretty easy to me. when they come live. Probably some of the easiest events in the game. But that's assuming you're at, like, for example, you're at like the 4 area, like gold 4, silver 4, where you're getting the full amount of tokens per attempt, and you're winning like 90, 95 to 100% of your matches. So I can totally see this. I think this is a good. I think this is a solid pack. The daily pack. This pack. I am just going to address it every time. You can just skip through this part, but pretty much this is going to be daily. If I'm ever doing one of these, this pack's probably on there. Me personally, I think this is the stuff I think is valuable. That is the top row, bottom row, not so much. I would say this part here is about $12 to $13 worth. Definitely, I evaluate the Clubhouse keys as just one key because they make you pull them all in one go. It would be so much better if you got all 3 individually, but can't really put too much value on this. Maybe $2, $3, and then so total you're getting like at best case $17 worth of value for $25. So that's why I say pass on this guy. All right. So lastly, we got the divine crit rate set. We're going in the wrong direction. So yesterday we had a $30 pack for crit damage. The day before we had a $25 pack for 6-star epic speed gear. So not only are the pieces of gear getting worse, the prices are going up. So it's just annoying. Like $25 speed packs were the only ones I had to argue that. Like I made 2 very, I was pretty on the fence on each side, and I totally understand depending on where you're at in the game, each side for the speed one. That's by far the best piece of gear out of all 3 of these guys, and it's $10 cheaper. Let alone the last one, it was a hell no for $30 for the crit damage, and then this one's even harder hell no for $35. It's just don't buy this. Don't buy this pretty much ever. I get, hey, if you're just baller, you got to like that, and you just want this gear, then sure. But I would say wait for better gear and then do that same exact thing. And then you're good to go. I just do not see any value in this pack. Obviously, the energy is almost worthless. Obviously, the silver is almost worthless. I think it's hilarious that they give you silver that wouldn't even level up one piece of gear. It wouldn't even come close to leveling up one piece of gear. Such a joke. These packs drive me nuts. Like the only one that's ever been good was the cheaper, better piece of gear, speed one, and still for most people not a good idea. So definitely hard pass on this. Pretty disappointing things in packs today. I would say, more days like this, the more days you don't waste money on this game, it's better. At the same time, if you want to look at it, glass half full, again, very disappointed in how they're handling legendary books. Very frustrating that it's still an issue. Maybe in 2023, we will have a way of acquiring books. But until then, it looks like they're just going to try to piss us off into buying stuff. So obviously a very effective strategy because probably pulled up their reports. They're killing the game. So you mean people that are passionate about this game are going to complain, but they're just laughing all the way to the bank. So I just want to, that's just one part of it that I want to say. Like I'm very aware that, whatever we say, they're probably killing it right now. They're probably killing the game. They're probably doing very well. So that's why this does not change. And I think the more people are aware of that, maybe something will happen in the future. But until then, we're stuck having to use legendary characters that have pretty much 0 books in them. All right, with that, guys, I'm out. Peace.